Greetings, viewer. Welcome to SGL Spiritual Fire Night. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. First off, I want to say, when it comes to truth and when it comes to things that you know is unfair, and allowing things to play out and knowing that justice will be served. And what you need to know at this time, viewer, is the justice is you acknowledging and forgiving and releasing. Now, this releasing is more so of that moment of, you'll reap what you sow, of already reclaiming justice. Okay. So what the release is removing yourself from being bound. Okay. Creating a new pattern, a whole new outlook. But it's built up from truth. So whatever has happened in your life up to this point, know this: justice has already been served. You have to now be open to receiving. Okay. So let me tell you this. All right. Overall, energy is the chain breaker. Okay. A judgment is not the truth. A judgment is not the truth. So there's a sense of reassignment here. And it's like once you open up, the truth reveals itself. A sweet melody, a sweet experience. And whoever it is that I'm channeling, it's going to be hard to believe, but it's this energy that I'm channeling here of you not being able to see your power, but the power that you do understand that you have, and the power that you do see, that's not the end all be all, viewer. This is that moment where I can finally say the truth of God making your enemy your footstool. But what truth is that's not the kind of heart that you have. And that's a portal that's opening up, because instead of you casting people in the fire, you sacrificed your own self and cast your own self into the fire. And what people failed to realize were that they were being tested and tried too. So if you've been wondering and you've been thinking maybe everyone's just, God blesses the unjust and the just. You know why he blesses the unjust? Because as long as the pit of shadow energy makes available and accessible to those who choose the underworld, lifestyle, but they mask it. The pit is saying, well, there's no reason for me to not allow you to have access, because if you don't have access to this underworld, then you're going to leave. And that's something that I had, I can't remember who was talking about the devil and God. Okay. They were reflecting, viewer, talking about how the devil gives good people a hard time compared to giving those who serve the devil a marvelous time, but that's not the truth. So, needing to understand, I'm just trying to take my time with your reading here, viewer. Needing to back to the justice and you sacrificing your own self due to your good deeds and goodwill, good heart, your devotion to your higher self. I'm not saying that you're perfect, because when you're balanced, you're operating in your shadow energy too. But you don't allow your shadow energy to feed the devil. Okay, Capricorn energy. All right. You don't allow yourself to lose yourself. All right. We have the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands here. The Queen of Cups deals with passion. We have the Sun here. You see how the Sun, Leo's energy, it just looks so good, too good to be true. Life's amazing. You know, you're getting to do what you are thriving in what it is that you planned as a kid, of what did you want it to be in life. Everything's going good, right? Life's good. That's the perception, right? But behind the scenes, it doesn't look that way. This is like someone has to prep themselves every day. Every day. Every day. And there's three roles here. There's the Queen of Cups, there's the King of Wands, and there's the Sun. You have an opportunity to fulfill the dreams that you had as a child. You have the option to have this power and position to where you have things are going your way. Okay. But it's the only way that you will be successful in this King of Wands is being able to take orders secretly. I don't know what that means. Secret orders. We have the Queen of Cups here. This is more predator energy, more prospect energy, targets, and things like that. This Queen of Cups thrives off of sexual energy. Okay. None of these roles are perfect, because what's going on behind the scenes is what people do not see. So it's kind of like you don't have to choose none of these options. That's what's being presented in front of you. What is your heart saying? Truly. And then what is logic? What's logic? Do you have to put on a persona to make it seem like life is good, or is it good? Do you want the role where you have to be firm, right? Or do you want to be firm but still experience joy? Do you want all of these threes? Do you want to have a romantic, I don't know, some of you may not have experienced the engage of body contact and you're ready for it. But do you have boundaries? Are you doing this to make you happy? Or are you doing this just to test the waters? Because if you test the waters here in the Queen of Cups, it's going to definitely put you in your emotions if you see that water there. It's murky a little bit. It's not even blue. It's more, it feels more like opal, a opal blue. Um, Let me make sure. Opal blue is like a pearl, but that's more green. It's like an opal blue. Yeah, it's like a opal kind of. That's what I see. Um, Only reason why I'm taking my time is it's like what I'm experiencing right now with this channel message is kind of like it feels like I'm breaking a chain as well, but on behalf of you, viewer. It says judgments that have been placed upon us by ourselves or by others can shackle us, stealing our joy and will to live. Viewer, moving forward, don't tell people what you're doing. It's kind of like, okay, like it's like, viewer, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to the store. It's kind of like, this is not a trigger warning either. It's kind of like, you have to reward things. Okay, you have to. It's a way of you needing to word things. Okay, an example I can give you. So, say someone that I know, but I don't say this to everyone. I only say this to certain people, like family or um, someone that I come in contact with. I don't just say this just to say this. I say this when I'm guided to when I deal with people. They'll go, so, hey, how's everything going? And in the past, I would say, oh, I'm just hanging by a string, right? And so when I would say that, I would literally go through the experience spiritually, and then it would manifest in the 3D in the way of feeling um, like why is this happening when I know I've planted good seeds, when I know I've done good deeds. It's because um you and it's not on purpose or with intention. Another way, if someone says, how are you, viewer, it's kind of like it's like the reason why this is difficult for me to explain this to you is because this is the moment of okay. Indignation and justice. Choose not to believe. Take the time today to remove any judgments that you have, and choose not to believe the lies they tell. Clarify this Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles in reverse. Wasn't that what was at the bottom? When we first started your reading, this is a general reading, keep in mind, the King of Cups. I feel brokenhearted in a way, but it's like a reaction. You know how there's cheerleaders and it's like, go viewer, go. It's like that moment of about effing time, right? But that's the trap, viewer. So I'm seeing here what's the most safe space at this time is the King of Wands. Let me go ahead and let's talk about this King of Wands. There's no need. Someone's trying to make you jump off of your own ship. It's like someone's assessing just you, your body, your being, your existence, your essence, without the house, without the car, without the job, nude, just full naked. Someone is imagining, and they see all of the possession that you possess, this power, the power in the word, the power in your thoughts, the power and the authority that you have. We have zones, locations, states, cities, countries, and it goes deeper than that. This is not going to resonate with everyone, but you will be back. Rest assured. Let's talk about this King of Wands. You guys know when I slow it down, you guys are able to see how I talk in complete sentences. All right, the King of Wands, power and presence, commanding at attention and notoriety, stating your case for the world to see. Thank you. So, this indignation and justice that we were talking about, sometimes, look at God. Okay, that is what we were talking about, where justice has already been served. The justice was you. And the decision was the truth. Okay, clarify. Let's clarify. The King of Wands, we have the King of Cups. And the Sun, we have the Page of Wands. This is the representation of not knowing. If a baby doesn't know not to touch that, if you don't tell a baby, hey, don't touch that, it's not hot, right? Or if they walk up to something that's hot, they're not going to touch it, compared to you saying, don't touch it, it's hot. They're going to go touch it. So here, now there's access to joy. You never experienced joy. That's why we are relatable at this time, is because the experience that I have experienced in the past, which allows me to see how to access this joy, me explaining to you that you are not chained or bound to anyone, not a thing, not an item, not an object. Even if someone was to try to prey on you, they can't anymore. They cannot. That's the truth. It's not a moment of truth, it is truth. Do you know how hard that is to not judge others? That is hard because we're going to read the book, the body, right? Once you see someone, it's like you read them. And 99.9% of the time, it may not be what you think you're reading is accurate, right? It could be that facade that we were talking about, was confirming the sun in the Page of Wands, right? The mask. If you notice, each row is associates with wearing a mask. The Queen of Cups with the King of Pentacles in reverse. The mask is this Queen of Cups controls the situation, and you would never know. And then with the King of Wands, with the King of Cups, the mask is being mad as hell and wanting to do something really reckless, but you can't because your life depends on it. Your position depends on it. And I'm not talking about a position where you are willing to, lose it all for. No, this is a sacrifice. You losing it all, you already did that by sacrificing yourself in your own truth. And I feel like that's why there's delays in the past connected to your purposes, because not truly knowing how to orchestrate the process of truly knowing how to let go and to release. Okay. And then with the Sun and the Page of Wands, you have someone that's saying, oh yeah, life is good and I'm in good spaces, right? But in reality, this is more so of a taker, an opportunist. You can't get mad at an opportunist that's saying, yeah, I want to be an opportunist. Someone says, I want to be an opportunist. I'm going to be the best opportunist ever in the world. How could you judge someone who presents themselves and they're revealing to you and they're telling you that they're an opportunist? They're not going to stop until they get what they want, get what they need. For the most part, what they desire. An opportunist is always going to have a desire. What they are willing to do to fulfill those desires, you will be surprised. Something about domain, romaine. I'm hearing it. It's like domain, romaine. What? Domain. Now, I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm thinking, because then I'm not channeling. I don't want to have to think about it. But if it was a person's name, Damon, domain, Damon. I'm hearing Devin. Actually, I was seeing the word Devin. Devin. I'm hearing Daryl. Lisa. Sarah. Crystal. Someone could be opening a restaurant or doing something in the food industry. Have an open mind. You have to mind you. When I get in those moments, it's like I gotta say it, whatever that is. Clarify the King of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Cups. Thank you. This is a general reading, so it's just messages coming out. This is not a storyline, okay? So I just have to let you know that this is not a storyline. We have the Page of Cups. This is more so spiritual warfare going on here. So it's not. It's just kind of like a language of speaking in tongues, and it says if whoever speaks in tongues, let there be an interpreter. It's kind of like your spread is speaking in tongues to me, and then it's like then I'm getting this additional messages that's confirming to me what it is that is being presented in your spread. We have the 9 of Clubs here. Okay. This is truth. Because you have the Page of Wands here. On the outside, and then the King of Wands here. On the outside, it looks like you know what you're doing. But behind the scenes, there's no support. And then we have the 9 of Clubs. Yeah, there's no support in reverse. Page of Clubs, and there's no support. So there's no options here. Look, the 5 of Clubs, you are free. So whom you are seeking, whoever it is that you are needing, or you feel like they're the one that could help you at this time, they're not accessible, or they're not prevailing. What the heck? Why am I hearing prevailing? Prevail. I bet you that has to do something with speaking in tongues. That's triumph as well. This is a win. Prove more powerful than the opposing forces. Maybe that's what's opening up for you, viewer. God is getting ready to show spirit within you. I'm not seeing any fear here, but you are free from any bondages. And that wasn't fulfilling, because you have the 5 of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Coins in reverse. There's no need to hide the 10 of Clubs. There's no need for you to be worried about being ridiculed. I've never used that word. Ridiculed. Not radical. Ridicule. Yeah, ridicule. I can't. Mockery. That's what it is. Being content. That's what allows you to prevail. Let's see what other messages come out for this general reading. All right. What is the overall of this message for the viewer, so that it all can make sense? All right. What's significant about this overall reading? The 10 of Cups. Let's talk about the 10 of Cups. Okay. Let's just 1 moment. 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups. All right. Happiness found in the moment. Not wanting for any future thing, but enjoying presence and people. Haven't you been waiting for that for quite some time? Because remember when we saw behind the scenes, there was no support. Okay. And there's a sense of, instead of just talking about it and not being about it, it's kind of like, it does hurt. I feel this sense of, let me just say this, viewer. It is a uncomfortable roller coaster when it comes to people that we love And especially when there are situations, circumstances that happen behind the scenes. And we are content, humble, and that gets taken advantage of. And it's not being swept under the rug. It is saying, I forgive you. It's like you already forgive people before they actually go through the action. It's like you already know what's going to happen. So you enjoy that small snippet of this bliss. But ain't it about time? It's about that time to where you're not looking backwards, you're not looking forward, you're just present in the moment. Okay, we have the Emperor and the Seven of Cups. Sevens deal with Victor. Sevens deals with partnerships, um, success as well. It also is Libra's energy, justice. So the fact that you have more than enough when it comes to making things happen, making your visions reality, but choosing the best option that is going to allow you to maintain being present. Because this Emperor, it is associated with it is masculine energy, but uh, this is a guardian, a masculine guardian. Let me go ahead and find the Emperor. Whatever this is, choose what you love. You've already sacrificed enough, and you haven't even received the blessings from the sacrifice, and that's what's trying to entertain you at this time, your rewards. But your masculine energy won't allow you to, because you know that the moment that you get comfortable is the moment that, you know, the Emperor. That's who we're looking for. Let me find the Emperor viewer. I heard that's not true. You can be comfortable. That's the enemy trying to make that. That's it. There is this book called Outwitted the Devil, or How to Outsmart the Devil. I'm being guided to tell you to go read that. Or you can listen to it on YouTube. Hold on, I'm trying to find the Emperor here. This major arcana. Oh, here it is. All right, the Emperor. The father archetype of Emperor reflects creating solid foundations in your life, which to build this world of your dreams. We were discussing this. So create in a way that's going to make you feel comfortable again. Okay. And it does suck that you have to be in this type of guardian energy, because this Emperor energy it gives me a lot of traditional, but it works for you. Are you creating your own new traditions that bring a sense of fulfillment? So again, pertaining to that devil energy that I was telling you about uh, not having, don't worry about people watching you, mocking you. Okay, don't worry about that, because a lot of things could have been prevented But some people just are so confident that they're going to get away with, you know, what they've done behind the scenes. Okay. Um, yeah. Get comfortable to this new life that is being released to you. Okay. If you don't want someone to have access to you, be confident when to say no. So what if they get mad? Don't allow this Emperor energy. Don't allow anyone to rock your foundations. Okay. Um, Overall direction. Thank you. This is this is a difficult reading for me, viewer. I will tell you this. I will definitely tell you this. One thing I will tell you though, before I tell you what I'm trying to tell you, um, when I'm told to stop, I stop. So we have Six of Swords overall direction. What was I trying to tell you? It's kind of like, have you ever, well, not, I don't know why, I'm going to say this. It's like seeing someone pick up a flower, right? You have your first crush and you pick up a flower and you grab the rose petals and you go, do they love me? Do they love me not? Do they love me? Do they love me not? And if it says they don't love me, right? You're going to pick another flower until you get, they do love me, right? And then when you finally get the one that says they do love me, right? You keep gambling. What did that flower ever do to you? That's what happened to you, viewer. You were the flower that got picked and plucked because of your beauty and your essence. You were doing what you were supposed to do. So what's being released to you is in a new form, or that your innocence cannot be fractured, stolen, broken. You are able to build the life, but be present in every moment. If you have a wonderful view, a wonderful horizon, some of you are like, well, I don't have a horizon. Have you ever, when you're driving or when you're in the community, have you ever really tried to look past your horizons? You may be surprised that horizon presents itself to you. I love it when I have those moments where the mountains just come closer than ever before. Pay attention to when the horizon meets to greet you. Um, so let's talk about this overall direction. It says there is a state of transition where you are being forced to let go of your comfort zone, viewer, or perhaps a difficult past. You are headed towards uncharted territory. This move is crucial for your growth, whether you're wanting it or not. Take the time to reflect on any emotional baggage you may be carrying as you're moving between phases, and see what you may be able to leave behind. Okay, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Also, what I want to let you know, um, in pertaining to your memory bank. Okay, pay attention to where your state of mind keeps wrapping around. What does it keep? What is your state of mind voluntarily thinking about without your permission? Okay. And then if you hear ringing in your left ear, when you do that, it means release it. If you hear ringing in your right ear, you have the option to defeat that test, because basically uh, it's trying to cause you to default again. Okay, when I'm saying default, of re-experiencing traumas that you still need to heal from. Okay, so Six of Swords deals with transition. It deals with moving on, change, and the right passage. For the most part, a release. All right. What else in pertaining to focus? This is, and what I'm telling you by me saying, oh, viewer, this is a hard reading. This is a hard reading. You know what this feels like? This feels like, whew, I feel like crying. This is a cosmic gateway here. This is like, mm, 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 mm. Whew, I almost called you Pisces. Mm. Don't get comfortable, viewer, because that's the trap. That's the trap. You can't get comfortable, but definitely be present. It's like it sounds over the top. It feels over the top, but it's a beautiful thing. But what keeps pulling at me is this like trap. And maybe that's why it feels like a trap, is because this gateway has opened for you. You have released. You are free. And I've said this in many readings about unfamiliarities, things that we're unfamiliar with. We seem to fright from it. We back away. We run away from it. We disregard it. Maybe this is how you're going to be able to move on for some of you. All right. But in pertaining to this cosmic gateway, it says your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Okay. Um, anything else? Anything else for the viewer? There's something about it will find you. Something will find you. Anything else? All right. What is the other perspective here? I used to say the Matrix. I used to say, viewer, I was like, what does the viewer need to see within the Matrix? right. Wish fulfillment. Let's go ahead and we're going to close with that, okay? Because I want you to have a peace of mind. Because I'm a guilty by association. Certain things will give me red flags of unfamiliarities. And I admit it, sometimes I block my own blessings. That I've done it in the past many of times. Not recklessly. I just had to train myself, okay? As an adult. No one taught me how to be an adult. I was determined. I was fearless. And I'm talking about referencing to past up to this point. Um, and not realizing that I was in, it was as if what was being portrayed as if I was running away from life. And that was not it. I was fearing and protecting my life and my children's life. And so I'm saying this to say this to you. How do I say this? Let's just say it regards to the wish fulfillment. All right. It says this card boosts unapologetically fire energy, that you have the right to see your wishes fulfilled, viewer. Take time to think it through in glorious detail. Visualize every aspect. Then take action, and new opportunities will be provided to you. As you work through the process, your rewards will become evident. Enjoy them because you have earned them. See, I just love how everything works itself out, because and it did. So if you go back to this reading and kind of jot down your notes or whatever, and coming down to the ending of this wish fulfillment, it's basically everything that we've discussed in your spread. Okay? There's no need for you to be full. It's no need for you to be full. Okay? Because it's being called for you to be present, viewer, because many days and many more to come of each day and each night, or should I say, each quarter of one full day. Okay. Oh no, it's not a quarter, because that was 25. So it will be 24 hours. Well, let's pretend it's 25 hours. Okay, so a quarter of a day. Right? But it's this 10 of cups here. All right. So I thank you so much for your time and being patient. If you have any inquiry, email spiritualguidinglight@gmail.com. You can also be a beacon of light. Put in the comments down below to, share what you see in your spread. This is your spread, it's not mine. So you can allow others to see your perception. All right. If without further ado, if you're like, no, I just kind of want to feel things out, just drop a heart. It doesn't matter what color heart. Love is love. All right. Don't forget, love is kind. See, love is gentle, and that is you and I.